Welcome to Business Digest, your weekly show that covers a wide range of business-related issues which include market trends, economic issues, as well as analysis from different experts. Today's guest is tackling the challenge of clean water through innovative filtration as well as recycling solutions. Welcome to the studio.
Thank you very much, Pauline. I'm very happy to be here.
Briefly introduce yourself.
All right. So my name is Kebalatetse. You can call me KB. I know it's a very long name. And I'm from Smart Water Solutions, Africa. We are a Botswana-based water conservation and water purification company. Our roots really are centered around water, the resource water. As you all know, we cannot live without water. And that's why we found it fit to make sure that our business offers solutions around the water resource. Water is very vast in its forms, and it's very complex in its offering. So the value chain of water is very vast, like I said. So the challenges that come with that are quite numerous, and that's why we found it fit to focus on water, focus on areas where we can improve water and conserve it for future generations.
Okay, how long have you been in this business?
Yeah, so this business was started in 2019, but it kicked off tremendously during COVID in 2020. And we are now on our 5th year, I would say, of operation. And we've been able to solve quite a lot of problems related to water. And again, like I said, we really try to, one, minimize the cost, or rather minimize our business model really. What we try to do is, one, to make sure that we try to really, the first thing is to understand consumption and try to reduce consumption. That's conservation. And then everything else is try to improve water for usage. Usage in various sectors, whether it's mining, whether it's at your home, whether it's in schools, etc., etc. But what we try to do is to first minimize overconsumption of water or wastage in water and try to preserve it for future generations.
Okay. What really inspired you to start this kind of business?
Yes. So I remember very vividly during 2014, 2015, we had a drought in Gaborone. You'll remember, in Botswana. Mm. And I was greatly affected by that. And I thought, you know, the way the utility company and everyone else could be doing to, instead of rationing water, there's a better solution to avoid this position where we are, where we had to ration water completely. I believe that I always thought, if, as the public or the populace, if we were informed on time, or rather we're educated on how to preserve water, right, at grassroots level and even day-to-day life, we could have avoided the extreme water rationings. I remember going for a whole week without water. And I thought somebody else, somewhere, a village, underprivileged, whatever, or in hospitals, etc., is going through the same thing, and they are more adversely affected than I am. And I thought we could do better as a people, as a country, and that is why education on how to also preserve water and conserve water is part of the products that we offer. Wherever we make an installation or wherever we interact with a client, education on how to conserve water is also part and parcel of our process.
Okay, so what are some of the challenges that you encountered in launching your journey?
Well, like anything really, when you're a startup, finances are usually come to play. But I'm not new in business, so I've learned to bootstrap in business. And I started where I was. During COVID, it was very difficult to move about and also to market yourself. So I employed the power of social media to reach out clients, because some of our products are consumable and mostly institutions of learning and private institutions struggled with high water bills, right? They struggled with high water bills even when the institutions were closed, and therefore that meant that there's a situation, there's a problem, right? So they started looking at our products online. For instance, I'll just give an example of one of our products, which are smart meters. So our smart meters are able to inform you of a leakage in your building or in your institution. And I remember one of the learning institutions contacted us during COVID, and we're able to make a pitch, do an inspection of the site, and we're able to pilot our project, our products. Eventually, it led them to realize where the leakage was and how it was affecting them. And we eventually were able to save them 67% of their water bill to the utility company. And we also managed to install other products to help save water for the institution. So that's where we started by social media. So that just speaks volumes to the power of social media in this day and age.
Perhaps if you can clarify more about the smart meter, how does it work?
So our smart meters employ the technology called IoT, which is the Internet of Things. So I'll not go into the technicalities of it, but essentially our meters are able to communicate with you as the user in real time how you're consuming your water. Say, for instance, you have this very nice building of yours. We're able to install smart meters in each and every floor. And say in the event that after hours, one of the toilets in the bathrooms goes defunct, which is usually the case, plumbing fixtures fail, because inherent that is the nature of plumbing fixtures. Pipes break and leak water, a toilet system breaks, leaks water, or an underground leakage. Our meters are able to inform the facility manager of the situation. In real time, it's able to send an alert to say, listen, you have a problem. You need to either send a command to the meter to close the valve, or send somebody to close the bulk meter that is supplied by the utility company. All in all, you are able to really have an understanding of how you consume your water. Somebody once said, it's actually Peter F. Drucker, what you do not measure, you cannot manage. And we bring that element of smartness or smart measurement into understanding how water flows within your building, your built environment.
Okay,
yes.
Very smart indeed. We're going for a quick commercial break. We'll continue our conversation after. Welcome back. We continue our conversation with KB. KB, before our breaking, you mentioned a smart meter as one of your products.
Yes.
What other products do you have?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Pauline. Yes, Yaka Wile, the smart meter is just part of the product offering. Within the range ya rona ya di product, hona le tse ileng gore di somarela thoti. Akere di thusa gore o somarele thoti. Therefore, they conserve and save you money and water, right? So within that ambit of services, renale the likes of 2-liter flushing toilets. Yeah, ka litsi toilet e flusha itse re toetsentse. Di flusha ka uma 9 liters, uma 6 liters. Ya rona e dirisa 2 liters. So you are able to stretch that water saving element. Renale for institutions, Pauline, you may not know, more thing waterless urinal. You don't know much about urinals.
I haven't heard of it.
It wouldn't affect you, right? But Borre understand what a urinal is. Urinal that one we have what you call a waterless urinal. You do not have to flush it. It drains itself and it keeps the smell down there. So we've been able to install these, especially Modi Primary School, Kobosilibe Pikwe, you know, it helps really to save water. 100% of the water that could be going down the drain, it's being contained and saved by that unit. And then renale the pompo le the shower heads tse leng gore di dirisa metsi a manyane. You may have seen them around Modi hoteling. Some hotels have installed them, some universities have installed them. Ke tsone tse reng ha di ntsha metsi di antsha ka bonya me e kgona go dira tiro ya go tlhatswa mabogo, you know. That's on the conservation side. And then on the purification and filtration and mining, jalo jalo. So ki renali the reverse osmosis machines. We have water softening media and equipment, and then renali mo hokotsang effluent di chemical tse leng go for sewage jalo tse leng gore di kgona go tlhatswa metsi a letswai kana metsi a nang le too much acid kana metsi a leng gore ga o kgone go a dirisa mo planting ya gago ya mine kana go farmong ya gago, metsi a go senyetsa dijwalo, a go senyetsa le di heatera ga teng di gizara ya senya gore wa installa o ithala gizara e omeletse na le tapa le letswai. We have products for that function. Yes.
Okay. So there are misconceptions about recycled water.
Yes.
So
yes.
How do you tackle that?
Yes. So you know, how do we recycling? Tota you know, Ghana, Botswana is a semi-arid country, so we are part desert. The bullets are the experience right now. Ya ka re itse le ba loka o ka nna ba tshele mosadi mogolo go gae o ta go bolella gore ka ngwaga o ne go na le a drought that lasted dingwaga tse di rileng, you know. So due to this global warming phenomenon, we're going to experience more of these droughts and these sporadic rains tse leng gore ripola okay sure go ana pula yana right now, but tomorrow it can be different. We can go into a dry spell of 7 years or 10 years, who knows? So how we treat water now is going to determine our future and success, not only of the economy, but our lead which is why we're here. We need to preserve this for future generations. And recycling plays a vital role in making sure that mitia renalone we stretch it and it goes a long way. So how do we recycle? Such as just grey water. Grey water also not tapaka mitiao. Mitiao o khona go dirisa go gardening ya gago. But you need the equipment we offer to help you to be able to filter out the water and direct it to your garden, right? Sewerage water, more black water. Black water alone, we can filter. You can filter that water. You can recycle it. Haki buaka black water. Kera mitsi a yang ko toilet a yang ko sewerage. Lone malatsing technology thing to filter that water. Waban gore ontshe leswe leo o le bele go thoko la channel le tebele ya go sewerage a mangwe metsi a re te ra filtera hela jalo until we are able to use it back in your garden. One ga no atebele for gardening and other purposes, right? Other functions, body car wash, they can use that water. After all this thing, it's already happening. In the Okavango Delta, it's already happening. When all the plants, tse leng gore di a bewa teng, tse leng gore di kgona go filter metsi ona black cow, and then that water is you are able to use it for gardening and other functions. It's a hotel, a remote hotel or lodge facility and application.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. Now I can drink it in peace.
Yes, you should. And one, recycling, you will know where there is a sewage plant. It's going to be the first of its kind in Botswana. It will filter media sewage and will be able to drink that water. Namibia, the city of Namibia, if you've ever been in Namibia,
Okay.
Yes, it's possible.
It's possible.
Yes.
All right. What makes your water filtration and recycling technology unique?
Okay, so I will just really speak to the quality of work that we produce. Our filters are D certified, they're SABS certified, they're ISO certified. The quality of filters that we supply, we give you a guarantee also that is attached to our filtration systems. Yes, but what they are able to do, really being able to make water drinkable. Metsi are problematic mo Botswana. Areas that are problematic water. Metsi a tswang mo boreholing, for instance, go the likes of Boruretse in Gaborone, some areas in Hela the city are problematic. Ha re bua ka metsi a go Bojwaneng, metsi a go Kanye, metsi a go Bogantsi, bo Soa, jalo jalo. That water ha ka ntseng ka teng ra bitsa mo go teng hard water. Metsi a letswai, metsi a senya. Metsi a even for the health ya batho ga siama for human consumption. So se re se dirang, we take that water ra gotha ka di chemical tsa ka plant tsa rona tse re di installang, and that water is able gore e kgona go dirisiwa ke batho le tsone diphologolo. So that just speaks to the kind of work that we do. But apart from that, we've been in the industry for the past 5 years, and we have a growing clientele base. We have testimonials to show and to prove to our clients or prospective clients what we have on hand is the best in the market.
Okay, we're going to stop our conversation here. We'll continue after the break.
We find love in a hopeless place, and that's the words of Rihanna. And I'm excited to inform you that this time around, with the power embedded upon me by none other than myself, the odds have changed too. We find love in a hopeful place. If you believe in love after love, or you are looking for love, join us on the biggest, largest blind date show in Botswana, Love Not at First Sight, where we bring you 5 contestants all looking for love. They don't know each other, they've never met. Wait, maybe they have met. Anyway, but not here, not today, where only out of 5 a couple can match, not 3 like the sum of 1 plus 2. Wait, 1, 2, 3. Oh, 1 plus 2, 3. I'm your host, Nono Fokelebonye. You can call me Nom. To be our next contestant, please see the link on our Miri Facebook page, or for in-person registration, visit our Miri offices in Extension 2, Plot 767, Gaborone. And I'm looking forward to see you on our next episode of Love Not at First Sight. See you then.
Welcome back. KB, before we went for the break, you mentioned that you have testimonials. You have people that you've already worked with in this industry. Yes. So who are your primary customers?
Okay. So my customers really, I must say, mostly institutions. I work with corporates, institutions of learning, and mines as well, and big farms. So mostly we haven't done a lot of work for households, even though we do have the products for that. But that is a division we will eventually start up. A few players in that space, but mostly we do industrial setups that are able to offer solutions on a mass level.
Okay, so what challenges do you face in scaling your business?
Again, it's when scaling a business, the challenges are not that retail and recopana le tsone. Ke education, gore batho ba sa tlhaloganye bomosola ba go somarela yone thothi eo. O ithela gore ba simolola go tlhaloganya hela o simolola go tsenya element ya madi mo teng gore nyame ha o ka baakanya ha o ithela gore o boelwa ke dipoelo tse di seng kana ka sepe ha o ka somarela metsi, because metsi also o ithela gore o somarela both ways. It's if you save water, you save on energy, because you reduce the cost of heating water, and by making sure that water is you take water, the little that you have, you are able to take it a long way within your built environment. So situation and then also you know the budget. You know, we and how we got around that is that, you know what, we partner with you to make sure that you know, if you save, we are able to get our returns, and that's really guaranteeing. We guarantee the success of our product by assuring that, or giving you that assurance that we can partner with you and go the extra mile, or walk with the journey with you in your water conservation plan.
Okay. I mean, from our conversation, I've really picked that what you're doing, what every individual needs to hear. Yeah. So what are you doing to sensitize the public?
Right. So mostly education, in our education drive, we've got actually a product, CSI, where we partner with Toneli Corporate We've worked with a school called Westwood. You know what, for us to make sure that you know, we sensitize the public and it really makes sense, and the benefits can go for generations, or rather will go for a long while at grassroots level. And we have this thing we're saying called, you know, we catch them young. You know, educate about how we can somarela tuti.
Okay.
What can you do? You know, it's just a small little project that we've been doing in schools, but mostly we've been working on a. But also we have our social media page. We try to educate people on the importance of water. We associate, we're part of the Botswana Green Building Society, Commune Council. It's very big on sustainability matters, and water's a key function of sustainability in Botswana.
Okay, let's talk about your future plans.
Yes.
Are you working on any innovation or expansions at the moment?
Yes, we are looking at, it's very important to have that outlook as a business. Business could operate without those aspirations and, you know, the 5-year plans. And for us, It's really to manufacture some of the components within our country to make sure that they can reach the client. We've identified a few products that can be easily made in Botswana, and that is our aspiration, our vision, to at least have some of the functions within the products that we offer to be manufactured in this country.
Okay. So what advice would you give aspiring entrepreneurs in the sustainability space?
Yes, that's a very good question. And, I would say this to anybody who's willing or who's aspiring to join the sustainability space. You need to research, one, it's very important, and really offer solutions that solve real problems, right? I know the youth malating barata the app and barata the website and all those things, those fancy things that they believe are solutions. I believe that the future of Africa and Botswana is really solving real problems in the real world. And you can only find those problems when you get to explore and understand your country and your environment. Do research, ask questions, speak to people that are already in the industry. Do not be afraid. Information is everywhere these days. And most importantly, associate. Like I said, I'm part of the Botswana Green Building Council. And in fact, we have a conference that's coming up in May. It'll be in the public's interest to attend that conference and understand what is happening in the sustainability space of Botswana. What are the issues that affect sustainability? What are the issues? What are the issues you need to understand and also network? I remember when starting one of my businesses, I used to network like a madman. It's very important to do that, and that's what I would advise anybody who's starting up wherever they are in sustainability and otherwise. Just reach out to people, ask questions, and then solve real problems. Yes.
Okay, you've heard from the men. You need to knock on doors, do a lot of research. From me and my team, until next time.